Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A local grandfather loses his life to an apparent heart attack while outside shoveling snow. Tonight, his family is talking about the conversation they wish they'd had before this latest winter storm arrived. Good evening, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill.
Good evening. I'm Karen Drew in for Devin Skillion tonight. We're learning more about a 71-year-old Metro Detroit man who appears to have died while shoveling heavy, wet snow. His body was found in Inkster early this morning. Our Jacqueline Francis is there live after talking with family. Jacqueline?
Every time we get a big snow, you hear those warnings about how shoveling for some can lead to a risk of a heart attack. Well, it seems for one Inkster man that was the case, and now his family hopes that others can learn from their tragedy. 30-plus years at General Motors, 3 kids and 8 grandkids.
He had the biggest heart and always was trying to help the community.
71-year-old Leroy Steed had a lot to live for. Like so many Metro Detroiters, Leroy spent Wednesday shoveling the wet and heavy snow outside his home in Inkster. His neighbors last saw him shoveling around 6:30 that evening. This morning, his body was found in the driveway. No foul play is suspected. Police and family guessing it was a heart attack. His daughter, who is a traveling nurse, said she and her colleagues were just talking about this potential danger.
A lot of people have heart attacks when they're out shoveling the snow. I wish I could have called him and told him not to shovel the snow. Unfortunately, I don't think he could get his snowblower to work. And that's where it all ended.
Their father had heart surgery about 10 years earlier, but liked doing things on his own.
Especially as men, we want to keep that. We want to keep our independence is what I'm trying to say. And the older we get, we still want that.
Their message to others: don't let this happen to you.
Talk to your parents, help your parents. If they're calling, if they don't call, you call them. Try to influence them not to go out there and shovel the snow.
Tonight, the police chief is echoing that safety message, saying any sort of exertion in this kind of weather can put your health at risk. Reporting live in Inkster, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Oh, 3 kids, 8 grandkids.
Yeah, heartbreaking. Yeah.
Jacqueline, thank you so much. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family tonight.
All right. Well, light snow has continued falling throughout this evening, as shown in this video here from Campus Martius in downtown Detroit.
It was a pretty night out there.
It was. It really was.
It really was. It was, it was nice. It was just a touch of snow, Kim. If we could do that sometimes, just a touch.
It is pretty, and because it's that wet snow, it's sticking to all the trees, so it's a very pretty snow. But if you are out on the roads tonight, just be aware that there could be some slippery spots, because it is coming down at a moderate rate in parts of Ann Arbor, just now moving into the western parts of Wayne County. So let's go in a little bit closer, and you can see where the heavier bands are right now. This is nothing like we saw yesterday, but it is coming down in Canton, also out at the airport in Romulus, Inkster and Taylor getting a few light snow showers, but it's dry at this hour in Detroit, Ecorse and Riverview. And then when we go down into parts of Monroe, right along I-75, more snow there. So we'll continue to see a little bit of light snow for the next couple of hours. And then tomorrow morning, it should be dry for your morning commute. But notice the temps only in the low 20s, so there will be some slippery spots. And then in the afternoon, around 3-4 o'clock, here comes another round of snow. We'll talk about how much and also more snow for the weekend. I'll have your forecast in just a few minutes.
Okay, Kim. Breaking in Lansing tonight, 2 major bills coming out of the legislature. One deals with reducing the tax on public pensions. The other bumps up the earned income tax credit. In all, it's about $1 billion out of the state and back to you. Mara McDonald live at the State Building tonight with more on this story. Mara.
Kimberly, earlier today, the Michigan Senate passed its version of these bills. Late tonight, the Michigan House passed its versions. Let me show you. One of the key pushes in last night's State of the State address was targeted tax cuts. Now, 2 bills rolled out of the Michigan Senate today. Number 1, bumping up the earned income tax credit to 30%. That's for low to moderate income workers. It's expected to help about 700,000 families in this state. It passed with bipartisan support in both chambers. Only 8 Republican reps said no. In the State House,
we've gotten a lot done in just the last week, and we're not going to stop.
We've already moved faster by passing some bills this week than any Senate that we can count.
The cost of living is such a big issue in our state and in our region. I hear it every day. And so the EITC credit, the seniors, I'd like to see it get phased in more. I think people need relief now and not 4 years from now. But overall, I can support that and I will support it.
Number 2, repealing the tax on public employee pensions, as well as boosting the exemption for other forms of retirement benefits. That passed with fewer Republicans on board because GOP members in both chambers don't think it does enough for all retirees. Back here live, let's see what version of these bills the other chamber is willing to pass, but both have made it through. Well, the House has its version, the Senate has its version. Bottom line, they both repeal policies brought on by the Snyder administration. We're live in Midtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Yep. Okay, Mara, thanks.
Well, the minimum wage in Michigan will not be going up next month, and that's because of a court ruling today. The Michigan Court of Appeals unanimously ruled a move by Republicans back in the 2018 state legislature to weaken minimum wage laws was constitutional. Back in 2018, advocates turned in enough signatures to raise the minimum wage. The legislature adopted the changes, which then kept the issue off the ballot but watered down the language. Well, today's decision means hourly minimum wage will not be increasing from $10 an hour to about $13 an hour. The restaurant industry was especially on edge because on February 19th, the minimum wage for tipped workers would have risen from $3.84 an hour to more than $11 an hour.
1 in 6 restaurants told us that they would close their doors permanently if they were going to see February 19th come to pass. You would see a lot less servers working in the industry because businesses would immediately try to adapt their business model to shrink their labor force out of necessity, out of just trying to survive and stay and keep their doors open. So you'd see a lot fewer people, which means you probably wouldn't have as good a service, and you would probably see about 15 to 20% increase in your menu price.
Today's decision will be appealed to the state Supreme Court.
New information tonight into a deadly child abuse case in Detroit. 5-year-old Ethan Belcher was found dead and his 3-year-old brother seriously hurt in a home on Detroit's east side over the weekend. Ethan's mother, Valeria Hamilton, and his stepfather, Shane Shelton, are charged with murder. Local 4 has learned the family has been on the radar of police and state child protective services for at least 2 years. Lincoln Park Police launched an abuse investigation 18 months ago, but did not get an approval for an arrest warrant. The family later moved to Detroit.
The worst abuse case I have ever seen, and I am not sensationalizing it. The loss of this beautiful young life by someone that he trusted and loved, and it's unspeakable. There are details about this case that I will never forget, and I know our officers won't forget, and it's just horrible.
In a statement to Local 4 today, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services says it will continue to work with law enforcement on prevention services.
An update now on that ongoing legal battle over a Van Gogh painting at the DIA. An appeals court has ordered the Detroit Institute of Arts to hold on to the painting known as the Novel Reader or the Reading Lady. A Brazilian art collector sued the DIA, claiming the painting belongs to him. Last week, a judge ruled the painting could not be seized because it was protected by federal law. The Van Gogh exhibition at the DIA ended over the weekend. Well, it was a night of smiles, hugs, and speeches over at an event in Greektown.
The Detroit branch of the NAACP held its annual installation ceremony. Sworn in were 6 elected officers, a president, 3 vice presidents, a secretary, and a treasurer, as well as 16 members of the executive committee. The Reverend Dr. Wendell Anthony is starting a historic 16th term as president. He delivered a speech urging everyone to fight against ignorance, which he called the root cause of racism and hate.